Oh, sure.
Today we're reacting to Don.
Just like
I thought I knew who won the last time. I thought Kyle won the last one. My bad. I was with you on that one. So I completely forgot that one. Okay, but this one I don't even remember who wins. It's Dante vs Clive. We're reacting to it.
you say that every time.
Yeah. Devilmaycry versus Final Fantasy. So let's see. These battles are always weird with Final Fantasy because they always kind of like either overpower them or just like underpower them. So I don't know how this is gonna go.
What the fuck is a Clive? Quick question.
Clive is from Final Fantasy 15? No, 16.
They have more games.
Yeah.
14?
Yeah. It's 15 has Neo? I think it is from 15.
Guys, hold on, wait. I have no idea who this is. Clive Rosefield, XVI, firstborn son of Duke of Rosaria, but is debarred following his failure to awaken the dominant Phoenix. This is not helpful, brother. Yeah, 16.
Okay, so I was right. Okay, cool. Anyways, because I know I saw the movie for it, and that's about it. Because I haven't played 16 at all. But yeah, let's check it out. So here you go.
Dante vs Clive.
DMC's Devil Hunter versus Final Fantasy's Shield of Rosaria. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. It's a dangerous world out there. Cultists, demons, and evil businessmen lust for power. And every day brings a new cataclysm humanity must face.
This world may seem like the end, but for a devil hunter like Dante, it's party time. Who'd expect anything less from the son of the legendary demon Sparta?
A dark knight who, thousands of years ago, woke up to justice and sealed away the demon lord, Mundus.
But then Sparta mysteriously died, and his wife got iced by some demons, leaving Dante and his brother Virgil separated.
Despite a long-gone family, Dante kept a chipper attitude and set up a business dedicated to one
That's
thing.
a goofball.
Killing demons? And with the blood of Sparta running through him, he's the best in the business.
By harnessing his own demonic energy, Dante bolsters his speed, power, and durability, letting him block kaiju-sized punches, move faster than a meteor,
And regenerate like an unstoppable force of nature. As long as he has the energy, he can heal from getting shot, stabbed, sliced through. Basically anything.
Even without his regeneration, he's survived heat that would reduce the layman to ash.
But no hunter is complete without an arsenal, and Dante's got one hell of a sword left by his dad, Rebellion. Plus ebony and ivory, 2 magic pistols with endless ammo clips. And they say the perfect gift doesn't exist.
But Dante's full arsenal is far larger and stranger.
Like King Cerberus, a shape-shifting set of elemental nunchucks. Cavalier, a pair of buzzsaws that are also a motorcycle. Balrog, fiery fisticuffs for boxing and capoeira. And Navan, a guitar. An electric guitar.
There's also Lucifer, a backpack of endless laser swords that Dante got after slaying... Actually, we never see how he beat Lucifer.
Yeah, you know someone's a badass when they off-screened the actual devil. Then there's my fave, Dr. Faust, a sentient hat that turns Dante into basically Orville Peck. Oh, and shoots crystallized demon blood.
Dante needed this and much more when he got a warm welcome from the brother he thought long dead. In a twist of fate, Virgil was alive, but went down a very different path.
While Dante was partying, Virgil studied the blade, seeking the power he needed to exert his will, even if it meant killing his own brother. Something he came close to doing in their first meeting.
But the defeat only spurred Dante's awakening. He learned to teleport using Trickster, slow down time through Quicksilver, and double-team foes with Doppelganger.
With a slick pose and the right timing, he can royal guard dang near anything, then use the absorbed energy to armor up as a dreadnought.
And then there's Devil Trigger, a super form Dante achieves through his supernatural power. By tapping into his inner demon, Dante can fly and gains an enormous boost in speed and power.
Naturally, his rematch with Virgil went very differently, and that was far from Dante's peak.
When Mundus got up to his old tricks, Dante battled the Demon Lord in a vast sea of stars, a universe Mundus created on a whim. Even later, Dante one-shot a stronger alternate future Mundus who had completely merged with the demon world.
So he's kind of a big deal. Literally, Mundus became a living universe just for Dante to shoot him in the face.
Then there's Argosax, a god so astronomically intense he had the power of every other demon in existence. A divine deity
Does he play
of
the sax?
sun
That's the question.
that Dante
Answers. I need that.
also shot in the face.
Oh, that guy. I completely forgot about him.
Funny, so did Dante. Despite how powerful Argosax was, he was just an insignificant Tuesday to Dante.
So it's safe to say Dante had become the strongest around. But no amount of style, pizza, or wahoos could fill the hole in his heart. Sure, Virgil was a power-hungry weeb, but he was still his bro. Beneath Dante's antics, killing the last of his family kinda messed him up.
Until he learned his family wasn't as gone as he thought. It turns out he had a nephew, Nero, who Dante would help get into the family business in his own unconventional way.
And for dead weight, Nero was pretty badass, even helping Dante take on the so-called Demon King Urizen. Nero's Devil Breaker arm can fire light-speed lasers that Dante and Virgil have dodged.
Dante and Virgil can already dodge lasers in their base forms, but when charged with enough demonic energy, they can outright blitz beams over 11 times faster than light.
Nero even survived getting melted down while inside a living statue. It's a long story.
And that's the same sort of regeneration that Dante has, meaning he can survive being turned into a puddle.
So Dante was ready when Virgil somehow returned. Again. And made an apocalyptic demon tree for what else? More power!
With the entire world now on the line, Dante had to get serious and fully embrace his human and demon sides alike by stabbing himself.
Holy shit, Dante has been impaled so much, he decided to make it how he powers up. So he got his greatest weapon, Devil Sword Dante, and became Sin Devil Trigger.
I want to play the game so bad.
This is Dante's demon energy at its peak. He can fire lasers with Loose, obliterate with the fires of Judgment, and surpass even the legendary Sparta.
But although Dante was totally a match for Virgil, neither of them would budge on their ideals. Both were destined to duel until one was dead forever.
But thanks to Nero and 2 well-placed bitch slaps, they got some sense knocked into him.
Dante realized that if he couldn't make Virgil abandon his ways, he might as well keep an eye on him. In one fell swoop, the two severed the world-spanning demon tree and prepared for a permanent departure to the underworld.
You can choose your friends, but not your family. But if that's what it takes to keep Virgil safe, or rather to keep the world safe from Virgil, Dante will deal with it. And all things considered, he's happy slugging it out with his bro. Maybe happier than he's ever been.
Proof that as long as you have the human drive, even hell can become a paradise sweet enough that a devil may cry.
That was like, that ending was like,
Wiz, it's an emergency! This fight's gonna have a banger soundtrack, but my headphones broke!
Well, good news. This battle is sponsored by Raycon. Keep your ears open, man. Sit down as we tell the tale of the kingdom of Rosaria and its prince, Clive Rossfield, a man destined to be a dominant, the host to a mighty guardian icon.
Anybody who's a dom can draw on magic life juice called ether, becoming a big scary monster.
And commanding the element they embody to create storms, slay armies, and split the sea. Dominants are forces of nature, and Clive would be the dominant of the Phoenix.
Well, he was supposed to, but Big Bird said no thanks and instead picked his sick little brother Joshua. Parents don't play favorites, but I guess ancient monsters can.
Despite the rejection and a deep loathing from his mother Annabella, Clive and Joshua were only kind to one another. Clive saw the bird in his brother Boar and accepted his blessing of the Phoenix in hopes of becoming Joshua's shield.
Meaning he learned a bunch of magic. He can shoot fire, teleport with Phoenix Shift, and took down this beast before he was even out of puberty.
Even without magic, Clive's a capable swordsman, able to boost his speed and perception with precision dodge. But it wasn't enough when Annabella betrayed Rosaria for the Empire of Sanbreque. In one night, Clive's knights, people, and his own father were slaughtered before him.
Quick, someone use a phoenix down!
Those aren't in this game.
Well, that's unfortunate. But the phoenix icon sure is, because the trauma of everything made poor Joshua lose control.
Clive wanted nothing more than to help his brother, and perhaps this desire awakened the icon that was in him all along, the fiery beast, Ifrit.
Boy, is Ifrit a wild one.
damn it.
Just standing nearby will incinerate the average Joe. It can make fire barriers, regenerate lost limbs, decimate foes with a flaming spirit bomb, and shatter a walking mountain.
The downside being Clive couldn't control it. He didn't even remember becoming Ifrit, or battling the Phoenix in a fight that reduced everything he loved to cinders, leaving Joshua presumed dead.
If that wasn't bad enough, dear old Ma found him the next day and made him a slave to Sanbreque's army. Clive spent 13 years wallowing through life, searching for Ifrit's host for revenge, only to learn the one he wanted to kill was himself.
This revelation hit Clive like a phantom train. He thought death was all he deserved for taking the lives of Joshua and so many others. Even so, there was a light at the end of the tunnel. No, not like that.
Thanks to his friend Jill, the outlaw Sid, his doggo Torgal, and a very therapeutic battle with his self-hatred, Clive learned to carry the torch for his brother, fighting the real problems plaguing his world: crystals and racism.
In the world of Valisthea, prejudice is alive and well for bearers. Basically, anyone who can use magic without special crystals.
So what better way to dismantle the system than to help fellow bearers and destroy the mother crystals ruining the planet, all while picking
That's
up
a
some
giant
nifty
doggo.
abilities.
Through a mysterious power that lets him absorb icons, Clive took Garuda, an avian with sharp slashes and sharper talons. From Sid, he received Ramuth, so he could summon lightning.
From his bae Jill, he got Shiva to freeze lava and even time itself. With Titan, he can block and absorb blows with earth-shattering fists. From this dragon prince, he got Bahamut and some deadly lasers.
Fucking
And through
Bahamut, I
Odin, he
swear
can
to
slow
God.
the flow of time and slice apart the fabric of space.
Looks familiar.
With these powers, Clive stepped up to lead the bearers, and even reunited with Joshua, who was alive all along. Surprise!
Clive spent 5 years freeing the land and became hot as hell while doing it. Well, no, not well, yeah, that way, but also through Ifrit. By using part of Ifrit's power, Clive can set himself aflame, activating Limit Break to boost his abilities.
But Limit Break is far from Clive's limit. After absorbing the Phoenix essence from Joshua, he became Ifrit Risen. Now fully in control of the monster that had tormented him, he embraced his role as a shield for his brother and friends.
Just in time to battle in space, block a planet-wiping blast, and overpower this dragon at the speed of light.
That's no exaggeration. Ifrit Risen is literally stated to move at light speed. Not surprising when Clive has intercepted lasers over 3 times faster than that, and overpowered Omega, a god-slaying weapon that can destroy, and I quote, all of creation.
But what made Clive strong enough to do all this? You know, besides the majestic man cleavage.
Turns out Clive's birth was orchestrated. He was intended to become the vessel of Ultima, an ancient, all-powerful being that created humanity, but abandoned them after they developed free will.
Meaning everything that happened was the fault of one person. God, the bastard! But Clive wouldn't be a puppet. If God was in the way of humanity's freedom, then God was gonna die.
Easier said than done.
No
Okay,
shit.
Spawn,
Ultima
chill.
was stronger than anyone Clive had faced, able to warp all of reality to create a universe. But Clive had a secret not even Ultima foresaw. Over his journey, he developed a special state of mind, Logos.
AKA someone powered by human will and the bonds of consciousness with others. Okay, that sounds like anime friendship crap, but trust me, it made Clive a badass who could surpass his limits, getting stronger over the course of just one fight.
So much so that, despite struggling against Ultima initially, by the end of the fight, Clive took out Ultimalius, a more powerful amalgamation of Ultima and his entire species, all while Clive was in his base form.
Ultima literally became Ultima Squared, but Clive still kicked his ass. Using his bonds with his brother, his friends, and his unbridled will, Clive killed
Power
God
of friendship.
in a giant 999,999 damage punch. Okay, so it really was the power of friendship after all. Man, this guy's got a future in shonen.
Well, except
Facts.
we don't really know what happened to Clive. Whether he lived or died, though, doesn't really matter. It was his journey and the world he created that made his life meaningful. Clive's dream of a future where everyone can live and die on their own terms had become a reality.
And his stories were written up in a book by a certain Joshua Rossfield, which he titled Final Fantasy. The battle's coming up next, so call your winner now, folks, just like our sponsor, DraftKings.
The NBA season tips off, and so does draft terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Okay, so who do you think is gonna win?
So there's one thing that I tried noting to myself, but I forgot the Dante part of it.
Yeah.
But I think his was higher, so I'm gonna go Dante.
Okay, cool, awesome. Like I said, I don't remember who the fuck won, so I'll be on Clive's side. But let's see. But we're both gonna learn something today.
I'm gonna be so
All right,
mad.
the combatants are set, and we
Like, I was
begin
debating
cooked
all
again.
possible outcomes.
It's
I
time
was
for
debating
a
and going with
death
Clive. That's the thing. I'm
battle!
like, Clive, I think.
To be honest, I think Dante is the better choice here. But
Did you know
like,
that nearly
again,
half of US TV streaming time is on Roku? With Roku's new self-service ad tool, it's easy to set up your
Hey, I heard your fiery friend is causing trouble, and I'm in the business of dealing with trouble.
Leave now. I have a god to kill. The last thing that will stop me is a demon.
bro, really? Dude got Michael Jackson.
Fancy yourself a bard?
Come on. Love that. Oh, damn.
No hiding in the shadows anymore, Smokey. Time to see the light.
What the hell is that?
Virgil's got some competition. Still holding out on me? Let's see what your monster can really do!
So the devil cries for more. Let's give him everything we've got. Joshua!
That looks dope. That looks so fucking cool.
I like these guys. That's more stand-up than face cam.
I won't underestimate you!
Holy shit. Holy shit. Smoky sexy stuff.
Please. Just once. I need more.
It's been a bash, Smokey.
Clive, I need it.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Wait, the fuck?
After a fight like this, that guard will be nothing.
KO! Okay,
Okay, so that makes it 12 to 10, but even I thought I was gonna lose that one. The fuck? Well, we gotta see how this fucking ended.
that was a
Like,
whole
how
nother level of close.
calculated
but
that
I
shit.
think we got the point.
This was not an easy call to make. Dante and Clive matched each other so closely, it was hard finding a definitive advantage either had. This is best explained through three
you found
categories,
it,
starting
though.
with stats.
Both Dante and Clive could easily beat up universe-busting threats.
Mundus and Ultimalius could create universes at a whim, and Dante and Clive defeated them sans their own super forms. Dante and Clive could both consistently intercept lasers at faster than light speeds.
And Dante could always amp up with demon juice to briefly outspeed Clive anyway.
But Clive could match that by boosting his own speed and reflexes through precision dodge. Both were so beyond the pale that neither could definitively overpower the other.
Still, given their crazy powers, you'd think one of their abilities would break the deadlock.
Not so much. Dante and Clive could generally match each other blow for blow, be it to teleport, slow down time, flash freeze the other, block and absorb hits, etc.
And Dante could survive the intense flames of Ifrit. He's dealt with heat like that before.
Though Clive did not have a perfect match against Doppelganger, he did have more methods of manipulating time, both more reliable and abusable, in addition to defensive measures like Ifrit's barrier to fall back on to outlast powers like Doppelganger.
But their super forms evened out. Any edge Clive could get from, say, Limit Break or Ifrit Risen, Dante could match with Devil Trigger or Sin Devil Trigger.
In the end, both have answers to most of each other's powers, making it still anyone's win.
Which is why it came down to one major factor: endurance. Just how long could these two keep at it?
While Dante's super forms could undoubtedly keep up with Clive's, there is an emphasis in story and gameplay that they expend a lot of demonic energy.
The longest Dante has battled in Devil Trigger against someone his equal is about 6 minutes, and abilities like Doppelganger, Quicksilver, and Sin Devil Trigger burn through it even faster.
Clive's time in Ifrit Risen isn't limitless either, but it can last longer, fighting for tens of minutes if necessary. But given how close this match is, it's vital. If Ifrit Risen catches Dante outside of Devil Trigger, it's over.
I know what you're thinking. Dante's crazy tough. His healing factor's way better than Clive's. Clive can regen lost limbs, sure, but Dante can heal from getting reduced to a puddle. Couldn't he just tank Ifrit's attacks?
Well, yes, but also no. This is where context is everything. While no doubt impressive, Dante's healing has been overcome in the past because it is tied to how much energy he has. Less demonic energy means a less potent healing factor.
Like when he got knocked out for a month straight by Urizen, only surviving thanks to a constant source of demon blood. Hell, overtaxing demon regen is how Dante killed Virgil in the first place.
Even if we assume Dante could get a second wind, it's always possible Clive could get one too, becoming even stronger from pure willpower, just like when he fought Ultimalius.
So, for as tough and persistent as Dante was, Clive was able to endure just that much more to get the final edge. The devil was in the details, but Clive's victory is no fantasy.
The winner is Clive Rossfield.
Next time on Death Battle.
So, assuming
That
he
one
could
I'm
get a
not
second-
satisfied with.
I'm not either, because assuming he could get a second win, Clive could too, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have it where Dante gets a second win, but Clive did in this one. So, couldn't Dante also hypothetically have had a second drive? What the fuck?
Yeah, but I think what they're trying to argue is the fact that when he went to Sin Devil, he pretty much expended most of his demon energy.
Okay, well, here's the thing. When they're talking about endurance, they didn't show it in any of the other ones that would have been a tie, because it would have kept repeating over and over. That's the
Yeah, but I
thing.
think what they were saying is that he can last longer in his form than
One of what I think they need to figure out
but
how to keep shit right. Just saying. Because they, like, oh yeah, we'll go endurance on this one, but on this other one, like the fucking Buffy versus Blade.
mm-hmm.
Oh, isn't Buffy literally just a woman?
Yeah.
Blade is a vampire. Guys, do you see the correlation here? It's not making any sense. They can have endurance for this one, but not the Blade versus Buffy one. I don't know.
They're kind of dead when she fucked an entire building. Yeah.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
Well,
well,
I did fucking that, did I?
well, we are at 12v10.
Disliking this one.
Like, comment, subscribe, let us know what else you want us to react to. We still got way more to do. Way more death battles, and Milo can easily like just get nothing but like dubs for the rest of, and
No, I'm just
pretty
like,
much knock me out of the water.
I'm going to go on all 5 of my accounts.
All 5 of your account. Okay, buddy. Okay. Again,
Yeah.
thanks for watching.